Hey there, Liam. It's Doug again. I guess you didn't make it from your doctor's appointment in time, so I got your rock video. Ooh, I have your rock video lesson here ready to go. Fix that. So let's see here. So there's two things I want to talk about today for your rock lesson. First being another sequence pattern for your A minor pentatonic, and I'll check that how that's coming along next week. And then number two, since you we're getting into Nirvana a little bit, I was thinking maybe today, since I want to be in the room, I want you to be in the room with me when we go over the next part of the More Than a Feeling. I was going to give you a little piece of Man Who Sold the World. We can talk more about that in a minute, though. All right, cool. So for the string skip sequence, what you're going to do is not get tangled up with your guitar first, and it's going to be 5/8. So basically, literally what we're doing is we're skipping over a string every time we play through a string. So for example, 5/8, we're going to jump over the fifth string and play the fourth string, and then we're going to come back and play the fifth string, 5/7. This is all in the tab, by the way. So you have from the beginning on the sixth string, 5/8. We're going to jump over that sixth string, or we're going to jump over the fifth string. We're going to play the fourth string. We're going to come back, play fifth string, 5/7. We're going to jump over that fourth string, play third string, 5/7. We're going to come back one string, 5/7 on the fourth string, 5/8 on the second string. So we jumped over that third string. We come back 5/7 on the third string, and then 5/8 on the first string. So far we have this. One more time without mistakes. And on the way back down, you basically just reverse that thing. So you go 8/5, 7/5, 8/5, 7/5 on the fourth string, 7/5 on the third string, jump over that fourth string, 7/5, 7/5, 8/5. This is going to come back later on when we get to three note per string scales. A lot of shredders, they'll do these string skips in their solos. So you kind of want to get used to playing it now, rather than when the time comes. I mean, there'll be things like, the most one like I remember. You'll see stuff like that when we get to more intervallic playing. Say, for example, one that I like to give people is a... But then if you string skip something like that, you could do easily something... Right? So there's times in the future, there'll be times in the future where we have to learn how to jump over a string. So it's probably good for us to practice that now. One more time. And what you want to do with that too is first just play it in free time. Don't worry about playing with the metronome or click or anything like that. Just get your fingers to go where they're supposed to go. Or just take your time doing that. So you may do, sorry, yawning a lot today. So 5/8, and then just see right there. I hit the wrong string. So you want to practice with your pick, going, getting your pick used to. You might want to practice with your pick, going 6/6, 4/4, 5/5, 3/3, 4/4, 2/2, 3/3, 1/1. So you actually might even want to practice just doing the pick by itself. And then in this case here, down, up, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1. Oh, wait, it's up there again. See how I'm practicing just jumping over those right there? So practice just with the pick by itself and then throw your right hand, then throw your left hand in there. So one more time. And then what I was getting ready to say there is a second ago, is that now after you can do that, then you put it in with the metronome, see if you can play it without any sort of, or see if you can play it just in strict time with the click. And then lastly, put it into a backing track, and that's where the real fun happens. And then we start talking about some phrasing ideas for soloing. Cool, man. If there's no questions about that, I'm gonna talk on the next thing, which is Nirvana's Man Who Sold the World. Well, it's actually not really by Nirvana. It's a cover from David Bowie. If you listen to the Nirvana tune, the Nirvana album, Unplugged in New York, there's a whole show called Unplugged. All the rock bands of the day would go on and play acoustic sets of their rock tunes. It's a cool show. If you probably find a few clips on YouTube. I'm not sure how. Actually, no, I think MTV actually has a channel on Pluto or something like that. So you actually may be able to go back and watch some of the concerts. I think which one's a good one? Cure was good. Stone Temple Pilots did one that was really good. The Nirvana one is probably by far the most famous one. Pearl Jam, I think, did one too. So like basically every band who was big. It was on the show Storytellers. So on MTV you had Unplugged, and on VH1 you'd have the show Storytellers. And so it's kind of neat back then. You'd hear the bands talking about like how they wrote the song, or you know fun facts about their tunes. So anyway, it's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and look at the riff right here. And the other nice thing about this riff too, it actually has some Suzuki element in here as well, but because you're about ready for left-hand slurs in your Suzuki training. So actually, this would actually be a good one for you to play either way, for Suzuki and for rock guitar. So what I have here is the intro. I've tabbed it out for you. It sounds like this. Now you're gonna go, wait a minute, Doug. I just played on with recording, and that didn't sound like it. And I'm gonna tell you, you're absolutely right. Do you know why? Because what Kurt Cobain did on this take, he did what a lot of guitar players do. He tuned his guitar down a half step, tuned everything down 1 fret lower. So it does still sound like the tune, right? But it's ever so slight off because you have to be in that E flat tuning. What we'll do next week is actually, if you're curious more about this tuning, I can show you how it works if you get to bring your tuner in. Cool. So we have. Now we got there 2 2 0 2 3 2s 2 2 2 0, and then what he does here 2 3 2 0. And that's it, those 2 3 2s. See how there's a line over top of that? That obviously means that it's a hammer on pull off. And what you want to do is you hammer, you get your second finger on there first, okay? You hit the string. And then without hitting the string again, you hammer your third finger on. Imagine you're on the tip of your finger, you want to put the back of the neck. That's how much force you need. You should hear a click sound when you do that. So it shouldn't be this. See, it's kind of like wimpy right there. You don't really hear anything. When you play this, hear a click, and then it's like you want to roll your finger off the fretboard. So you hammer, you hear a click sound, and then you want to roll that finger off. You actually literally pluck the string with your left hand. And there's an exercise in Suzuki that we'll do that's coming up in the next piece, actually, that we need to start working on. So this is a valuable technique, and we're not going out of order from your other classical stuff. Yeah, I got time to do it. So we have, hit, hammer, pull, open. You do that 6 times. That may have been 6, I don't know, I lost count there. And the very last time you end with a 2, so. And then you get into the chords. There's a brand new chord in here. I think I don't think we've done it at least. D minor. I've written it out here for you. And you have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, and A. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. F major 7. I think we've done that one before, but I think it's been a while, so I went ahead and just wrote it down for you. These are times 2. And then down, down, up, down, up. All right, my friend, that's all I have for you for today for your rock stuff. Work on that tune for me. Feel free to send me a video back over again with any questions you might have, and we will talk more about David Bowie / Nirvana next week. All right, man, take care. See you next time.